Smartphones are always critiqued for being a very addictive device, spending hours on the internet, browsing social media, playing games. We're always on our phones. But have you ever stopped to think, does it do more than just entertain us? Phones are now a part and parcel of our lives. We cannot think of our lives without a smartphone. Now look, smartphones improve our lives in more ways than one. And many qualities of the smartphone are actually worth celebrating. Everything can be done with a click of a button, from ordering food to booking cabs. They are simplifying our lives, and with that improvement of technology, smartphones are doing so much more than we give them credit for. Now, an area where we can see rapid development in technology is how smartphones are enabling specially abled people. Some apps are helping them navigate the day-to-day. Apart from apps that help you read, click photographs, and even talk, smartphones are making sure they do not face any hindrances. There's a new app in the market. It helps visually impaired individuals actually reply to WhatsApp messages and a whole lot more. The Louis voice control app, developed by Pramit Bhargava, is like a 24/7 assistant. It's a voice-enabled app that helps you navigate WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook Messenger, Uber contacts, Gmail, Play Store, Google Search, text messages, call logs, and phone calls also. Pramit and his team are working to bring more apps that can work with voice commands. Now, Pramit lost his vision 20 years ago and spent a lot of time trying to navigate the basics of every day. And that is what prompted him to develop an app that can help him and many like him. We met Pramit to find out how it all started for him.
With the advancement of technology, everyday mundane tasks are just a click and a tap away. We do not need to think twice before using our phones to reply to messages or do a quick internet search. Tasks such as ordering food and transferring money have been simplified thanks to digital technology. But have you ever thought that executing such simple tasks is not so simple for some people? For Gurgaon-based Pramit Bhargav, using his phone for basic tasks such as calling someone or booking a cab was a Herculean piece of work.
Book Uber for Huda metro station. अरे यार वो ना जरा हो तो भाई हाँ Hey Google.
In 2012, Pramit lost his vision as a reaction to a medicine that he was taking. Having always done everything on his own, he did not know what hit him when he lost his sight suddenly, and his confidence shattered completely.
What really happened, where I really got a shock was really about 10 years back, when I realized that my vision had dropped so drastically that everything got wavy, foggy, I couldn't read a thing, and my vision was dropping. And what happens is friends and family around us want to help us, but the more they help you, the more you become dependent on them, and the more you get dependent on them, the lesser is the confidence. So I was in this vicious cycle, and I realized that the only way to get out is to start doing things on my own. And that's the only way to gain confidence and come back into the social mainstream. There were all kind of challenges, and I would say I was just becoming like a vegetable until I got exposed to some technology and I started using more and more. But the challenge, like I said, was how to use the smartphone, because every time I had to otherwise just keep asking somebody to help me.
To pull himself out of the situation, Pramit started consulting other companies. During one such consultancy meeting, a colleague, intrigued by how he navigates his day and what apps he uses, planted the seed of developing an app for people like him. He knew firsthand the problems that he was facing, and he saw this as an opportunity to leverage his own disability to build something that could help thousands of others like him.
So that is when I said, okay, I am going into this startup and I'm going to build something. Of course, then the question is, what do you build?
A chance meeting with a friend gave him the idea of what to build. His friend took him through the entire process of booking a cab, right from choosing the destination, the ride type, and then the payment. This made Pramit realize that he was in control of the entire thing.
And now one funny thing with this experience is that as a disabled, I don't want to be dependent on anybody. However, here I had complete control. I felt as if, because I was the one making the decisions, I was the one who was directing my friend what to do. So when I was coming back in the cab, a thought just came. It was like a eureka moment. And I said, what if I can build a virtual friend right here on the smartphone, right here on the screen, which will take my voice commands and which will execute the action for me. So which will, for example, allow me to book a cab end to end online. All of it with my voice commands. It will understand that I cannot see anything on the screen. I cannot read the screen. And this is really how the concept of Louis voice control came in. So Louis does exactly this. So it's like a virtual friend. You give it voice commands, it will interact with you. In fact, it's the only app right now in the world which can do end-to-end voice control of all the popular apps. It is the only app which does continuous voice interaction, because that is needed if I have to get the work done end-to-end.
Speak after the pin sound. Touch with one finger to send and two fingers with the slide.
The app is currently being used by users in 107 countries and is loved by all. Pramit says that they have leveraged existing technology to build the app.
Now, what we have been able to do is we initially built what I would call a screen reading technology. Now, the screen reading technology allows us to read what is on top of the screen. We then built it further to actually be able to read what's under the screen. There's a lot of information available. We were able to go deep inside the operating system, and then most critically, we were able to perform virtual gestures on the screen, complex virtual gestures. See, without the smartphone, I don't think it would have been possible. इतनी सारी capabilities हैं that are there in the smartphones, and today I think smartphones are being designed in a way that there are all kind of, I would say, multimedia capabilities. A lot of the technology is already provided within the phone itself. So for example, speech to text conversion, text to speech conversion, a lot of it is already there. And where we are very good at is that how do you, because कई बार अगर आप सोचिए यूजर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से टेक्नोलॉजी तो है, बट यूजर डज नॉट सी द टेक्नोलॉजी. उस टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे लीवरेज करके, हाउ डू यू क्रिएट द राइट यूजर एक्सपीरियंस एंड मेक द ऐप वर्क फॉर द यूजर. सो दैट्स रियली द ट्रिक टू इट. बुक उबर फॉर हुडा मेट्रो स्टेशन.
Opening Uber. Just a moment. Setting it up.
So how does the app work? You just
Hey
say
Louis.
"Hey Louis" to start off, and then it will instruct you step by step.
Let's select a ride. Reading rides from low to high fare.
Louis will reconfirm every step before confirming the action, as it knows that you cannot see the screen.
Shuttle, 95 rupees. Shared rides, lowest cost. Discount price 0 rupees. Select. Yes. No.
It's like a friend who just understands कि मेरी क्या need है from the voice command that I have given, and it just gets the work done.
The app is available for download on the Google Play Store and can also be used by people with motor disabilities and senior citizens with muscular issues. Apps like Louis are helping specially abled people navigate the day-to-day with ease and comfort. And more importantly, it makes sure that they're not dependent on anyone.
And now let's meet Pramit, the mind behind it all. Welcome to the show, Pramit, and congratulations. What an incredible app you've actually created.
Thank you, Rajiv. Great to be here.
Great having you here, Pramit. Now tell me, where did the idea of developing such an app come from?
Well, Rajiv, I used to be actually a completely sighted person. I'm a computer engineer from IIT and then did my MBA from IIM. And then while I was working with Hindustan Lever, it was reaction of a drug. All of a sudden, I realized my vision had really dropped. Over the years, it kept dropping to the point that I couldn't read anything. Everything was wavy, foggy. I went through a phase, what I call a lost phase, where 3 years I just lost confidence completely. Came out of it, and then it was just a chance meeting with the MD at a venture capital company who pushed me into this, who said, why are you not leveraging your disability and building something that might work for others as well? So I just thought, as a visually impaired, this is a wonderful golden opportunity. Really, do you get such a chance? So I just made up my mind. I said, this is a wonderful way to leverage my disability. I'm going to build something that's going to really work, not just for me, but for millions of friends across the world. And that's how this whole dream to build Louis Voice Control started.
Wonderful, absolutely fantastic. And how important, Pramit, is it to have a phone that supports the app without any glitches?
See, the capability of the phone, which is really the backbone, is I think really important, especially when you talk of a experiential app such as Louis Voice Control. So today's smartphones, not only do they tend to be obviously very quick in terms of computing power, but they also have lots of capabilities which as a user one may not see. But as an app developer, I can tell you there are so many capabilities that we can leverage on. And not just capabilities which are linked to voice, the ability to connect quickly on the server, the ability to quickly turn things around, the ability to deal with the multimedia, images, videos, and so on. I think all of that is very critical to not only giving user a smooth experience, but a complete experience. Like in this voice case, so if you see Louis Voice Control, it's not the technology which the user sees, it's just a voice interaction between the user and Louis. And it is today's smartphones which can make it happen.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Pramit, for being with us, and congratulations once again. Now, Snapdragon is calling all the Cell Guru fans to join their global community called Snapdragon Insiders. Now, this gives you access to the latest scoop on Snapdragon tech, a chance to connect with the experts behind the scenes, premium experiences, exclusive contests, and much, much more. Look, I am a Snapdragon Insider already, and you can become one too by simply following Snapdragon on Twitter or Instagram. I'm showing you the handles right in front of me. Also, give yourself a chance to win a Samsung smartphone by participating in the NDTV Snapdragon contest. All you have to do is go to ndtv.com/unleash your dreams.